Hello and welcome everyone to our episode 3 here of our career mode, playing with Arsenal. Have a look at the shortlist here, have a look at the players that we are currently trying to get. We are interested in Christian Atsu there at the bottom, 6.5 million, 76 overall, left wing, 20-year-old from Ghana. Lovely physical stats there. For a winger, that's what you want to be seeing, 94 acceleration and 90 sprint speed. And not bad technical stats there as well. Nice dribbling and ball control, crossing. So it looks like because he is left-footed, we are going to be perhaps using him to get those balls down the wing and crossed in maybe. Because he has a shocking weak foot rating there, only 2 stars. We're going to be looking at Fred here, a young Brazilian, 19 years old, centre attacking midfield. Lovely physical stats there. And decent technical stats as well. He's also left-footed, but he's got a nice weak foot rating. He's only 1.4 million as well, so we are hopefully going to be getting him. We're having a look at Adrian there, but he didn't have a particularly good work rate. I think it was low attacking work rate or something like that, low defensive work rate. But we're not going to be too interested in him at the moment. We're going to juggle this transfer budget around a little bit so we can accommodate for 2 players, maybe more, seeing if, depending on whether we were able to sell any players. We do have a few players up for sale. Arshavin there, we get an offer for him, and we counter it, trying to get as much money as we can. I think he's 31 or something. He's definitely old anyway. Well, in football terms, and we are going to try and sell him on. I think we put an offer for Juan Fernando Quintero here. He's only 3.3 million. Yes, we do. 19, 74 rated centre attacking midfielder. I think he's got decent all-round stats. Not particularly fit in favour of any particular stats. So he's a nice all-rounder player. But we are going to make a few substitutions, getting into the next game against Sunderland. Going with the yellow kit here. Do like Arsenal's kit, and that's one of the main reasons that I chose to start this career mode with Arsenal, really, because it's always a big thing for me, the kits. I always have to like the kits and like the look of the team that I'm playing with. And not sure what happened there. We won't spend too much time talking about that. We'll move on. Lovely ball into here to Saha, and not a bad shot. Bit of sloppy defending work, but a lovely chip there from Saha at 8 minutes playing against Sunderland. And the defending was just bad, people falling over each other, but a lovely finish. I think if that was a real life player, he wouldn't have time to be able to think to chip. I think it would have been a mistake, just accidentally tapping that LB button. But I do that a lot in games, when it's a bit of a dodgy rebound or something like that. Lovely play here, lovely passing around inside the box. Ibarbo on his weak foot, a fantastic finish at 19 minutes, smashing it past the keeper there on his weak foot again. Brilliant play from Ibarbo. Really excited to see more of him, see how he develops as a player. Not sure what happens there. Oxlade-Chamberlain gets muscled off the ball a bit, perhaps a bit of a shirt pulling or something there. A shot with Wilshere there, it was on his weak foot. I do need to bear that in mind more often, because I am having a lot of shots on his weak foot. Not a bad shot there from, I think it was Mikel Arteta, but a ball there to Oxlade-Chamberlain, then to Mikel Arteta, and not a bad shot there. I think I could have done a lot more, but did decide to shoot. And that's the end of the first half, I do believe. We are currently drawing. Ibarbo and Saha there, both getting the goals, but as you can see, the possession and the chances we are in favour of. Bringing on Larson there. Lovely ball here to Ibarbo, and he sees Wilshere in loads of space with a chance on goal, and the shot is blocked to finally get it on his strong foot. But we are going to be bringing Giroud, Arshavin and Frimpong on. Give Arshavin a bit of game time. I don't think I've played him yet in any games, because I was planning on selling him. But that is full time. That is the end of the game. Ibarbo and Saha both getting the goals there. It's a shame we didn't get that win. We do have 2 draws now in the league. I think we are going to be fairly low down at the bottom of the table. But FC Schalke there, not able to accept the price tag for Arshavin and Atletico Madrid. Yeah, they're not able to Oh no, I think we count. Did we counter the offer or reject? Yeah, I think we rejected the offer. They weren't able to match the price tag that we put on Wilshere there because we weren't happy to sell him for such a low price tag. As I think they were offering 21 million, and the executive said we could have got 31 million for him. So, and I don't think even for 31 million I would have sold him. Notice Christian Asu there. They've asked for 8.5 million. That's 2 million above what he's worth. But I know he's a good player and he's got a decent potential, so we are going to accept that and go for that offer with Atsu. Get a conference meeting there. If you're not utilising these conference meetings, you do well. It does help. You don't really need to be, but it does help. And when we're playing against Liverpool, we're going to try and get as much as an advantage as we can. So we do. What I usually do is I motivate my own team, and this can affect their morale. I found that sometimes if I try and unnerve their team by saying something, sometimes it goes the other way and they play amazing the next game. So I just usually stick to what works most of the time, which is motivating my own team. I don't know if you noticed then, we did just sell Lucas Fabianski or something. Not Luis, sorry. So yeah, just to mention that, not a bad shot there from Liverpool pretty early on, showing that they can get some good chances. But a lovely ball to Walcott here, and Pepe Reina managing to save it. It was a shot straight at him. And not sure what happens here. Sahin, the shot's blocked from Diaby, and we were kind of on the break there. It was a shame, but he's on the floor. Something's wrong with him. He's rolling around. He's unhappy, foaming at the mouth. So he's going to come off. Lucas Leiva's going to come on for him, and they're going to give us the ball back. So Walcott on the wing here. We already know we're through with Walcott because of the pace is just ridiculous. We notice Frimpong to our left. The shot is blocked, but then Giroud with picking up the dead ball there, smashing it in off the post, beating Pepe Reina, and lovely little dancing celebration there. But nice wing play there from Walcott. I do really like Walcott. Do really like having him on the wing. It's very handy. And that the pass and move mechanic in this game, playing against world class, is super effective. If you're not utilising the pass and move against a computer, it's really effective. I really recommend it because I do set up a lot of goals and a lot of chances just with that mechanic, that pass and move mechanic, because the defenders they'll stay with them for a bit sometimes, and then other times they won't. But even when they do, they end up leaving them when they go past that defensive line because they try and hold that defensive line. A shame there. We were on the break. We had two options there, Walcott and I don't know if it was Atsu or Barbo there that was through, but we are going to go into half-time drawing with Liverpool, which is a positive thing, I guess, because it is Liverpool. I think we are fairly evenly matched. We are looking for the win, though. Lovely 1-2 pass there. Again, the 1-2 pass is a perfect example of what I was talking about. Just beats the player, and if the player's tight on you, it generally comes off more, because if the player's so tight, he doesn't have time to realise that he's out of position and he's let a defender go, and then by that time your attacker's already gone. So I do recommend using that mechanic. But notice we are winning against Liverpool here. It's brilliant to see. We were pretty confident going into this game. I think our defending was fairly good, although perhaps we got a bit lucky as well. But a lovely chance there from Diaby. The quality of our attacks I think was high as well. Lovely little step inside and then smashes it past Pepe Reina, stretching the keeper there, finishing it with what I think is his weak foot. Diaby, I think he's right-footed, but we are 2 goals ahead. They bring on Robinho, we bring on Podolski, Arteta and Cazorla. It's towards the end of the game. We're just trying to keep people fit for the next game and trying to use all our substitutions, get everyone as much playing time as possible. We're kind of on the back foot here. They're attacking quite a lot. They stepped it up. Gerrard with a shot there, and another shot, and we do manage to block that with who's it? Gibbs, I think. I wanted to say Clichy then, but Clichy hasn't played for Arsenal for such a long time. I don't know why I wanted to say Clichy. We don't manage to get it out there, and Mbai there defending, trying to get the ball, but Lucas Leiva there offside. Perhaps a bit fortunate there. Perhaps it could have been only a goal in it, or maybe it could have been a draw. I'm not entirely sure, but we are kind of on the attack there. But now this is the end of the game. We have finished winning against Arsenal. Liverpool. Lovely to see there, getting a 2-goal lead. Diaby there and Szczesny with kind of a joint man of the match, but Szczesny getting the man of the match. And the chances there, they did have a lot more chances, but we had a lot more possession, and we were defending well, I like to think. Putting a contract offer in for Atsu there, and we get the opportunity to accept Fred, the centre attacking Brazilian, and we don't accept him straight away. I did press B there, not A, because I do want to make sure that I do have enough wage budget and transfer budget. But then I remembered that we have sold Fabianski, so I go straight to accept Fred, the young Brazilian. Excited to get him on the get him in the game, get him some game time, and see what kind of a player he is, see how he fits into the team. We get the contract offer declined from Christian Atsu, so we're gonna go straight back into there, knock it up about $5,000, I think. Yeah, and we're gonna submit that offer. Hopefully we're gonna get him. Excited to see again, you know, the two players. Hopefully if we can get Atsu, excited to see what they're gonna bring to the table, how they're gonna fit into the team, if they're gonna play well with the rest of our players. But we are looking at the squad report here. I don't know if anyone checks this out often if they're on career mode, but notice the stats there in the top right hand corner. Some of the players you'll see have a particular status. Notice Jovino has that special something, and this definitely, you need to be taking this into account with career mode in terms of who you give playing time and who you don't give playing time to, basically. The players that show great potential, like Ramsey, Wilshere, Jovino, who else? I think Oxlade-Chamberlain as well. It says that he's coming along nicely or something like that. You do want to be giving these players playing time, giving them that opportunity to grow and get their overall up, their rating up. Just something to think about. We do accept the offer there for Christian Atsu. He's finally accepted our contract offer, and we accept to sell Craig Eastman to Peterborough. Just because we're not using him. I don't think we're ever going to use him. So we're just going to get rid of some of the young players that we have in the team that don't have a brilliant overall. Notice Victor Ibarbo there. We're going to have a look at his actual attributes that are going up. He has gone up by 2. His finishing's gone up by 2, dribbling, and notice his short passing as well is going up, which is nice to see because he has been giving the ball away a bit with his passing. So he definitely needs to be working on that. And look how many players on the leaving on international duty. I was a bit worried about this because if we do manage to, if we do happen to be playing against, if we have a big game playing against a big team in perhaps a cup match or something, and there does happen to be something, an international cup or something on an international match, we're going to be really stuck because a lot of our players, and I'm not used to that because again I'm used to playing in the Empire League 2, Empire League 1, and the players are just not of a high quality. No one's going to be using them in their national teams, so I'm just not used to being short players, and I hope that we don't get caught out with a big game when it's on an international cup day. Notice we're selling Thomas Icefield and here Nicholas Yanaris, getting rid of them because hopefully we're going to be replacing these with the youths we get coming in from the youth league. Some really good high potential players that we are going to be getting in the youth league and then putting straight out onto loan to try and help them develop a bit more, because we won't be playing them because they'll have such low overalls. It won't really be worth it. We do get a report here. Some of the new youths that are coming in. Gary Navarro there, 66 to 94. We're going to sign him straight away. And I think it's Sean Mills as well there. Gary Navarro. He has I think a centre attacking midfield or striker. These are all his possible positions. Sean Mills there, 65 to 91 potential. Not as good as we've seen, but we're going to take it because anything in the 90s potential we're going to keep. We're going to have a look at our current youth league here. And that player wasn't doing particularly well, but Lee Spearing, still doing fantastic. We signed him last episode. We're going to keep him in for as long as he's showing such great potential. Really, 56 to 76 overall, and of course his potential. Don't really need to mention how high his potential is. Connor Osman there, not doing particularly well, 63 to 85 potential. He's a goalkeeper, so maybe he won't last too long in this club. But Aaron Reed there, fantastic, another high potential player and high overall as well, estimated overall. So exciting to see, when that potential narrows down a bit, when we get a bit more of an accurate rating. It'd be exciting to see what sort of potential he has, and he's estimated overall as well, so we can sign him in the club when he's 16, get him out on the loans, get him growing, get his overall up. But we are having a look at our objectives there. Notice we do have to win the European Cup, and we do have a European Cup match coming up against Walwijk or something. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. Notice Bakary Sagna there, he's begging me again to play. And no, I'm not going to play you, mate. After last time, it's just, you begged to play and then you gave a goal away. Fair enough, he set up a goal, but we're not going to risk it this time. We do have Ibrahima Mbai, and who else do we have? We have Gibbs on as well, so we're pretty okay. Get a nice little shot of Atsu there. So we are going to be playing Atsu and the centre attacking midfielder Fred. Hopefully getting them as much touches as possible, getting them used to the ball, used to the team. Atsu here on the ball straight away, through ball to Fred, working it down that wing. Fred and Atsu there, nice little link up. But he gets straight into the box. Bearing in mind this is his first touch on the ball for Fred, and I do decide I'm going to shoot with him because, well, I know there wasn't much of a chance on. Did notice Ibarbo there stood open in wide space. But I did want to let him have a shot because it was his first touch on the ball. But Marlon here playing a bit of a centre defensive midfield role. Not sure what he was doing there. Lovely ball to Atsu, but he doesn't have a lot of strength, Atsu, and should have double tapped that X there very quickly to put Ibarbo in. But I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened here as well. I just decided to shoot. I didn't know who was going to get the ball. I thought it was going to change player at the last minute or something. Atsu and Walcott were in, but Walcott with the shot there could have done a lot better. But that is the end of the first half, playing against Walwijk. I don't know, I'm going to stop attempting to pronounce that name. Notice they haven't had any shots. They do have possession, but they haven't had any chances on the goal because of our defending. We have had a few warm-up matches, and we are, I think, I'd like to say I'm getting a bit better against the world-class computer. Lots of room for improvement though. Hopefully going to improve a lot more, as I am used to playing against real players. They're bringing on Bakary here, and because I've not heard of the team before, I don't really know who the players are. But as you'll see later on in the episode, Bakary turning out to be a crucial substitution, playing a crucial part in the game. Oh, lovely header there as well from Ibarbo, showing that he can get in the air and win those balls. He does have those physical stats and that pace, but he does also have that ability to be an aerial threat. A lovely shot there from Atsu. It's a shame he didn't get a goal on his debut. That would have been fantastic. Not a bad shot there from Ibarbo, but it was blocked, and that attack is over. But some nice passing around here, trying to keep possession inside the box, and then it works out that we do end up getting a goal with Ibarbo on his weak foot. Fantastic finish there. A nice ball to pick him out, but he did kind of wriggle around in the box to try and make a bit of space, try and dupe the defender. But a lovely finish, beating the keeper there on his weak foot again. A lovely tackle there from Diaby, and what a ball. Diaby, really happy about him. He's proving to be quite a crucial player to our team, and I did notice Ibarbo there on my left, and I did finish it with Ibarbo. I did go for the tramp. Not sure why I'm doing the what you saying celebration there. I'm not used to celebrating, so yeah. And the other player getting involved in the celebration there for the other team. Not sure his manager will be particularly happy about that. Bit of a dodgy display from the defence there, but look at Bakary there, the substitution, getting a goal back. they could, they could bring it back at this point. I thought maybe they're back in the game. They started playing a lot of possession play, as you'll see as well after this goal. It was a bit annoying, but perhaps they deserve that goal from some bad defending. But look at this. About 82 minutes, they just start playing possession play. It's really annoying, and they're just passing it. They're being really, what's the word? Frugal with their passes, only passing to people in space. But then they go for a shot, a lovely little volley there from, I think it was Schneider. I'm not sure if it's the Schneider. I'm not sure how that works. But anyway, they bring on Lucius. We bring on Mikel Arteta, Frimpong, and Gervinho just to try and keep our players nice and fit and ready. And this is the last chance of the game. They fully commit to it, bringing up their keeper. But it turns out to be a fruitless opportunity, and Ibabo there winning the game for us. Lovely to see. Getting a 9.9 rating there. Really happy about that. Really, really nice to see when it's a signing that you've chose, and he's doing really well, proving a crucial player for the team. Look at that possession. They've got the possession, but look at those shots. Clearly, I do think we deserve that win. But nice to see we are currently doing fairly well in the. It's still early days in the European Cup, but nice to see we get our first win there. And I'm going to simulate on here. Not sure who we're playing against in the next match, but we are going to save that for next episode. I know it's been another long episode, but I do thank you all for watching. I do appreciate all your views. We are trying to keep 3 games per episode, so as much gameplay for you guys as possible. But for now, thank you very much for watching, guys. I do appreciate all your views, and that's all from me. Hopefully see you guys next time.